Hey guys, what's up? This is Don Lammers of Invoked 101, and one of my favorite things in the world is pirates. And last night, you can see, oh yeah, like 12 o'clock in the morning. Actually, I remember it. Um, we got our very first pirate archetype. This is really cool. It's coming from Deck Build Pack Dark Saviors. I think this is either a new vampire monster or like the captain. I hope we get more of these guys real quick. Like just a quick like before anything starts. This could totally be a vampire and I might just be being stupid, but I honestly think that this could also be one of these guys and be like the captain of the ship. So anyway, moving in, we have Lafarl, hero of the Skyfang Brigade. And the archetype is called Skyfang Brigade, and they are kind of these like airship type pirate looking dudes. I'll put a big picture of him up on screen, spliced in like into the video, hopefully. He's a light dragon effect, level 8, so blue eyes, what's good. 2822, so pretty decent stats on him. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. If this card is special summon, you can activate this effect. Excavate cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of Skyfang Brigade monsters you control. Except Lafarl, add one of the excavated cards to your hand and shuffle the other back. So he has like a pot of duality effect. And then when an opponent's monster effect is activated, which during either player's turn, you can discard a Skyfang Brigade and negate it. So he is kind of like a Makaba. He's bigger than Makaba, but I definitely like this card. This card is like really good. And so real quick, when we get to the low level guy, well, I guess we'll talk about the low level guys first. This is Recon and Donpa. And they are little crow's nest looking dudes. So you got Recon Sky Scout of the Skyfang, level 2 Wind Beast, 1,500, and then you can only use this cards for, I think that's on all of them, is that they're all once per turns. During your main phase, special summon a Skyfang Brigade monster except itself. And this effect right here is shared by every single low level Skyfang monster. And so like these two level 2s and the two level 4s all share this special summon effect. Then they all share the if another Skyfang Brigade monster is special summoned to your field while this card is already face up effect. But they all do different stuff right here. So I'm not going to repeat the first and second effects. I'm just going to say the typical Skyfang effect and then the special summon effect. So anyway, so what makes Recon special is he gets to blow up a set card on the field. And what makes Donpa special is you can target a face-up card on the field and blow that up. So that's pretty cool. They cover, these two little level 2s cover the gist of it. And you can see Donpa's, he's the same Wind Beast, level 2, 500, 1,000, so his stats are just flipped from Recon's. I do think Donpa is the better of the two to a degree because blowing something face-up is pretty good. But also, I guess it depends on the matchup because Recon here can hit the Paleos. Anyway, so now we have the level 4s, and again, I'll be putting pictures of these guys up as I talk about them. We have the level 4s. We have Blavo, fighter of the Skyfang, and he's like this really cool kind of lizard man looking thing. Anyway, 1900 fire reptile. That's pretty good that he has 1900 attack for an effect monster, especially. I like that. Again, regular Skyfang effect. If another one's special summoned, all Skyfang monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense until the end of the turn. That's pretty good because he also gets that. So he would go up to 2,400, making him, he's pretty beefy. And then you can actually use his effect to summon this guy and make him 3,300. So that's pretty relevant right there. If I do say so myself. I think it is somewhat relevant. I think the other one is a bit more relevant, and that is Beat, Swordman of the Skyfang Brigade. I almost said Swordsman of the Burning Abyss. It's an Earth Warrior, so we can Rota this thing. Oh, you know what? We can also Reptile that. 1,200, 500, so pretty weak for a level. I mean, I wish I had better stats, but it is level 3. wish it had 1500 attack. You can only use this blah 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 Skyfang effect, and then if another one's special summoned, you can add one Sky. You can search a Skyfang except for beat, which is pretty. That's pretty good. Both of these ones are pretty good. I think that they're both. I definitely think this one's a 3 of just because he's the beat stick, quote unquote, and I like this one right here too. I think beat's relevant because it's the searcher. So now we get into the higher level guys. We have a level 7 and a level 5. The first one is Wiz, Sage of the Skyfang Brigade. This is the spellcaster, and to be fair, both of these cards have pretty abysmal stats for what they are. But this is the water spellcaster one. It's like a squid, I think, or an octopus, and I think that's really funny. So this is where they get different. If this card is special summoned, you gain 500 life points for each Skyfang Brigade monster with a different name you control. So off the bat, you can tell that these little guys are meant to summon these big guys, and then both effects are supposed to go off, which is really cool because it's kind of like chain links and deciding which way you want the chain to go, so that way you can get your searches without getting ashed and you don't really have to worry about a lot of stuff. So that's really cool. Then when opponent's spell trap is activated, quick effect, you can discard a Skyfang, negate that activation. That's cool. That's pretty good. It can't hit the Solemns, which kind of sucks. And it doesn't destroy, it just negates. So that's kind of bleh. Especially if it's continuous, something like Dark Magic Circle or like that, it doesn't. The next card is the level 5. This is Sagitta Solitary of the Skyfang Brigade. It's a Wing Beast, or at least I think it's supposed to be Wing Beast. Level 5, 1224. That's pretty bleh. Again, both of these ones kind of have bleh stats for their level. You can only use this card, blah blah blah. If it's special summon, deal 500 to your opponent for each Skyfang. So that's really cool that it's able to. That this one's kind of like, oh, this one takes from your opponent and this one gains you. That's neat. And then number 2 is your opponent cannot target Skyfang Brigade monsters you control with effects except this one. That's that's kind of good too. The sad thing is most hand traps don't target or like anything like that. Like this keeps them from getting Veiler. This keeps them from getting like Dark Magic Circled, which I keep rounding back to that. I'm just trying to think of like some more stuff. There's not a lot of relevant spells and traps or like targeting effects out right now. I mean, protects against Trident. But yeah, anyway, going into their spells and traps, they only have 2 right now, but I hope they get a continuous trap card and a field spell, which I love the art on that field spell. I'll be putting that up when I talk about it. So this is Skyfang Brigade Training. It's a continuous trap card. You can only use this card's first effect once per turn, and I think it only has 1 effect. If a Skyfang Brigade monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can target one of those monsters, special summon a Skyfang monster from your deck whose level is lower than the original level of that monster. Now, this is pretty cool. And going back and looking at the monsters, these are a pretty defensive archetype aside from Blavo and Lafarl. Aside from those 2, I don't really see you swinging with many of these guys. Maybe you'll swing with the other level 4, with the level 3, but that's also another really cool thing is that they have their levels. Aside from these 2, they're all varying levels, and I kind of like that. Aside from Blavo and Lafarl, I don't see you attacking with many of these guys. So this being a trap card, and that it is continuous, that's pretty good. That it is continuous, especially if it's going to be one of these effects. I definitely see this worth running because of how defensive the deck is, and how reactive it definitely is. So this isn't. I think this is a fine trap card for the deck. This is fine. And then moving into their field spell, which is Dragon Airship Phandra. Before you draw, during your draw phase, you can add a Skyfang Brigade monster from your deck to your hand instead of drawing. That's cool. I kind of wish that it could search training, but if we have more spells and traps, depending if there are more spells and traps for this archetype, which hopefully they have a couple more, because I think just a field spell and a continuous trap aren't enough to carry 2, 4, 6, 7 monsters. So hopefully they have like a couple more, like either a quick play spell or a regular spell, and then like a quick play, like just 2 more spells. I think that would be good. Well, basically, it has a Malefic World effect, which is that's pretty cool. That you can just basically instead of it has the Rhoda effect right there, so that's pretty good. And then effect 2 is if you control 5 Skyfang Brigade monsters with different names, so full field, and there's 7 of them. So if you have 5 out of 7 on field, you can send this card from your field zone to the graveyard, destroy all cards your opponent controls, but take no damage. I think that's a little okay. Controlling 5, looking at them, what you can do here is go Blavo summon her summon beat summon recon summon Donpa, and Donpa summon Lafarl, especially, and like, but you would need, that's 5 cards right there. That's a 5-card combo that you need one each of the guys. But of course, even if you have 3, like, so say you had like Blavo and Beat and then Recon or Donpa, you can use Beat and then like the field spell. You could do it. It's easy. It's possible is the point. Like, you can do this. But I don't like that your opponent takes no further damage. I think if it was, but all damage your opponent takes is halved, this effect would actually be worth pulling off. But with the whole, but your opponent, but your opponent takes no further damage until the end of this turn, that's a little bleh. But anyways, tell me in the comments what you think about this archetype. I've loved pirates like forever. Like, pirates are rad. So having an archetype that's finally based on pirates, which personally I saw a pirate archetype being a TCG exclusive, but you know, whatever. Post in the comments what you think about these guys. I think they're pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be playing them because I love pirates, even though they, like, some people are like, oh, well, there's just a bunch of furry pirates. Meow Meow actually said that they remind her a lot of Skylanders, but you know, whatever. I don't care. It's cool. They got a big dragon boss monster dude who I think is really rad, and they're all different types and attributes, and they're pirates, and it's cool. So put in the comments what you guys think about this deck. Do you think it's going to be good when it comes out? Do you think it's going to flop like Magical Musketeers? Do you think it'll live up to the hype that some people have been giving this archetype? Although for the most part, people just said, yeah, it's pretty solid. I think this archetype's pretty solid, and I might even do some replays of it later on Yugioh Pro. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been Nod Lammers of Invoked 101 with, and I'll see you guys in the next video.